Sean O'Malley looking likely to rematch Merab, right? And we just got the Sandhagen announcement too. I'm kind of curious how that matchmaking came to be. Was the idea always, I don't think the O'Malley one is official yet, right? But leaning towards that. How did we get there with so many different options, I think, for Sean O'Malley, especially with him, so many options? How did the Bantamweight division shake?
They want to fight each other. I think people want to see it.
It seems like the whole situation with the title fights in 2024, especially in the Bantamweight division, has caused a lot of frustration for hardcore fans. Let's be real, does anyone really want to see O'Malley's Aljo again? Sure, it's a fight. But there are so many other more exciting matchups like O'Malley's Corey Sandhagen or Sandhagen's Peter Yan. Those are the kind of fights that get the fans talking. But instead, we're looking at another undeserved title shot for O'Malley. Especially after losing his belt, it honestly feels like the title belts don't mean as much anymore. What do rankings even matter when you have fighters like O'Malley getting pushed for title shots with just a handful of ranked wins? The whole situation seems like it's more about marketing than merit at this point. O'Malley might have star power, but it's clear the UFC is trying to push him as the next big superstar, something that feels forced. He doesn't have that next Conor McGregor appeal. He doesn't have that crossover personality or marketability that McGregor, Ronda, or Khabib had. Sure, he's a good fighter with decent skills, but he's not standing out in the bantamweight division like people want him to. He's got flashy outfits and colorful hair. But beyond that, what makes him special compared to guys like Sandhagen or Yan? It seems like the UFC just really wants him to be champion, and they're willing to do whatever it takes to make that happen, even if it means giving him an immediate rematch after losing his belt. It's frustrating because there are fighters like Peter Yan, who was coming off 2 wins, and has a better case for a title shot than O'Malley, yet they're pushing him aside in favor of someone who's barely fought anyone in the top 10. The situation in the bantamweight division feels like a broken system, where deserving fighters like Yan or even Pantoja are getting overlooked. Why give O'Malley a rematch against someone he just lost to, especially when he has only 3 ranked wins in his career? It's almost insulting to the fighters who've worked their way up the rankings with more consistent performances. And the thing with O'Malley is he's being treated like a superstar, even though he hasn't done anything to earn that status. Khabib, for example, was dominant in a way that no one could deny, and his fanbase wasn't just American, it was global. Same with Brock, Ronda, and Conor, but O'Malley doesn't have that global appeal or the kind of dominance in his division to make him the next big thing, yet the UFC seems hell-bent on making him that. And this isn't even just a 2024 thing. The trend of giving undeserved title shots has been happening for a while now, and it hurts the integrity of the sport. If you look at champions like Max Holloway, Demetrius Johnson, or even Jose Aldo, who were all incredibly dominant, none of them got the same kind of treatment. Aldo didn't get an immediate rematch after losing to Conor McGregor, even though he was on a 9-year undefeated streak with 9 title defenses. So why is O'Malley getting treated this way after just 1 defense? Looking at the bantamweight division, the fights that actually excite fans are the ones that would match the top contenders Sandhagen, Yan, and even Pantoja. These are the kinds of fights that could deliver the drama and competition we're all craving, and honestly, there's a good case for Pantoja, who has proven himself more than O'Malley in the division. It's clear that O'Malley isn't the most deserving challenger, but the UFC seems to care more about star power than the rankings. If I were in charge of matchmaking, we'd be seeing O'Malley face Sandhagen for the next big fight. With the winner getting a title shot, Yan should fight someone like Merab for the next shot at the belt. Meanwhile, Pantoja should be the top guy to fight Merab, because both of them have essentially beaten everyone else in the division. But what really gets to me is the UFC's focus on O'Malley, even when his resume doesn't stack up against the other top bantamweights. It's one thing to give someone a title shot if they've earned it, but it's another to push someone who's barely fought their way to the top. The UFC needs to stop prioritizing star power over legitimate competition, because it hurts the integrity of the sport and frustrates the fans who want to see real competitive matchups. What do you think? Should O'Malley get another shot? Or is there someone else in the bantamweight division who's more deserving? Let me know your thoughts.